Oh man, we are starting 2021 with a bang and a huge main event at UFC 257. It's the rematch of the notorious Conor McGregor versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier, exclusively on ESPN+. Click the link in the description to buy UFC 257. And I think we can all agree that when Conor McGregor fights, everybody wins. He's the biggest star in MMA, brings a ton of eyeballs to the sport, and his trash talking is next level. I mean, he cuts better promos than a lot of pro wrestlers do. And I actually think that's a big reason why Conor McGregor won that last fight. He won the mental game. There was so much trash talking that I think Conor won that fight before they even stepped foot in the octagon. But here we are 6 years later. This is not the same Dustin Poirier. This is not the same Conor McGregor. By the way, remember when Conor accepted this fight and tweeted back in October that this was gonna take place in Cowboy Stadium? Which would have been awesome, but I mean, perhaps maybe he meant January 23rd of next year. So it all goes down this Saturday night, not at Cowboy Stadium, at Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, a rematch that's been 6+ years in the making. A rematch that I would have to think Dustin Poirier has been thinking about since their last fight in 2014. So of course you remember how that one ended. Conor caught Dustin first round TKO. But a lot's changed since then. Conor has gone 6-2 in his fight since then. Dustin has gone 10-2-1. So the winner of this fight's gonna go on to fight for the UFC Lightweight Championship. But I think you could make an argument, and you should make an argument, that this fight should be for the Lightweight Championship. I mean, sure, Khabib is the champion right now, but Khabib's retired. If Dana White can convince Khabib to come out of retirement, then there's your match. The winner of this one against Khabib for the Lightweight Championship. Although you gotta point out that both of the last losses for Conor and Dustin were to Khabib. Now, if Khabib does remain retired, you'd have to think it's either Conor or Dustin, the winner here, taking on Charles Oliveira after the way that he manhandled Tony Ferguson at UFC 256. So what's gonna happen on Saturday night? And I think a lot of people are looking at their last fight from 2014 and going, well, that's exactly what's gonna happen right there. So I put up a poll on Twitter asking you who you thought would win this fight, and it was a landslide victory for Conor McGregor. But to that, I will say this: don't sleep on Dustin Poirier. Both of these guys have improved as fighters since then. I mean, Dustin's an absolute pit bull, and I will tell you, he is not getting on a plane to fly all the way to Abu Dhabi just to lose this fight. I think the biggest improvement is Poirier's boxing, but I don't know if his boxing defense has improved as much as it should. And we saw that in the Dan Hooker fight. I mean, he took unanswered shot after unanswered shot after unanswered shot in a row. So that was Dustin's last fight, which of course he did win. But if you look at Conor's last fight against Cowboy Cerrone, he won in 40 seconds. He was poised, he was ready, he was striking with precision accuracy. I mean, I think the real winner here is all of us, because this fight's gonna be incredible. But when you put these guys up side by side and look at their skills, Conor's a better boxer, Conor's a better kicker, Conor has a better chin. But if this fight starts to go into those later rounds, that's where I think that Poirier has that edge. So here's my prediction. I'm going with Conor McGregor, but it's gonna take twice as long as last time. Conor McGregor, second round knockout. So who do you think it's gonna be? Drop a comment below and let me know who you think is gonna win, and click the link in the description to sign up for ESPN Plus and buy UFC 257 this Saturday night. We'll find out who's right. Is it me or is it you? Sign up for ESPN Plus, your destination for UFC pay-per-view events, ESPN Plus originals, and more.